is not going to happen tonight. Let me tell you why. Apparently, there's this reoccurring act with these so-called TNA superstars. That's right, wild passport. You see the goddamn sign right there. Let's go with a little bit of truth. I was supposed to wrestle Ethan Carter, TNA superstar. But apparently, Ethan Carter wants to pull this BS card and say he's hurt tonight. Well, Ethan, you didn't seem too hurt when you were walking around signing autographs and taking pictures back there. I think you're scared of getting your ass kicked by the Southern Star with Luke Hawx. So if you want to run like a coward, just like AJ Styles did right here, I'm not going to cheat these fans. I'll beat anybody in the back's ass. I don't care if it's from TNA, WWE, Ring of Honor, freaking AML. Bring it on now.
Now that is a fighting fighter right there.
So EC3 apparently will not answer the challenge. Allegedly, he's hurt. If you go to the WrestleCade YouTube channel, you've certainly seen the message that Luke Hawx delivered to EC3. I'm not so sure about that injury. Now we have to figure out exactly who his opponent's going to be. It could be literally anyone. We know there are 100 stars of the past, present, and future here at the Benton Convention Center.
Caprice, is it you?
No.
Oh, okay. That's not him.
And wait a minute.
BJ Whitmer. Accompanied by Kevin Sullivan. It's a man that I know so much about. And if you're not smart up on him, you're in for a long night, I'll tell you that much.
And Kevin Sullivan, his Army of Darkness, has returned once again.
Kevin Sullivan has returned and has a new army, and the head of his army is in the ring with him now.
There's no Purple Haze out there.
Not tonight.
But BJ Whitmer, and along with Punishment Martinez,
there you go,
form their new crew. And I'll tell you what, anytime you see the Taskmaster, the devious devil himself on the outside of the ring, you need to stay far, far away.
I like the historian we have to my left.
I'm going to make sure I keep Caprice between me and Kevin Sullivan.
As bell sounds, this one's underway. Senior official of America's Most Liked Wrestling, James Hunter, assigned to this contest. Luke Hawx, one-on-one with BJ Whitmer. Gentlemen, anything can change. You never know what's going to go down at WrestleCade.
Well, look at the Southern Stomper here, trying to figure out a guy he didn't really prepare for.
And one thing certainly about BJ Whitmer, without only seeing him on television, deceptively large.
Not only deceptively large, really deceptively strong and resilient.
Whitmer is a put-together individual, and of course, he had a very devastating injury a couple of years ago, and he's found his way back, and he might be better than ever.
The way BJ Whitmer has a pain tolerance that is second to none, where pain almost makes him angrier and makes him fight more. It almost makes him smile. And not being funny, but like pain is what makes him fight harder. And a lot of people, they feel pain and makes you want to pull away a little bit, whatever like that. Not BJ Whitmer. That's what turns him on.
And if you want to talk about pain, you saw that devastating matchup he had with Steve Corino just a couple of months ago. Bloodshed.
Blood all over the place.
And frankly, I'm surprised both men were able to walk out of that match.
I was there, and when they came to the back, Steve Corino, of course, went and got seen by the medics. BJ Whitmer, he's walking around smiling, taking pictures. That tells you what you're in the ring with.
Yeah, well, somebody who's actually crazier than Luke Hawx, maybe.
As Luke Hawx, you have to think he's thrown off his game plan a little bit here, at least in the first couple of minutes, expecting EC3, completely different style than BJ Whitmer. But now he's going to have to take on this man, and of course with Kevin Sullivan at ringside as well. And a little bit of chain wrestling going right now with a front chancery applied by Hawx.
Well, he's chain wrestling with one of the best of them, trained by Les Thatcher, is BJ Whitmer.
Whitmer from that Heartland region.
There you go.
In the Midwest.
Man, what you know about Heartland? Right?
Rolls him up right there. And unfortunately only a near fall, but BJ Whitmer testing Luke Hawx in the first few minutes here.
What's the matter? You idiots all appreciate good wrestling? Yeah, if I suck your mama, tell me, boy. Oh!
Yeah, the wrong person to jaw jack with.
Luke Hawx get into it with a young fan in the front row, and again, that's certainly not someone you want to get on his bad side.
Wrong person to jaw jack with.
We talked a little bit about some powerlifting earlier on with Rachel Ellering. We talked about it with Gunner.
Oh, man.
Go to his Instagram. Luke Hawx is
Always.
the power lifter on the indie scene.
And he's listing against himself. He's like beating his own records.
Yeah, the Southern Stomper is the Southern Strongman.
If you've ever dreamed of becoming a professional wrestler, then now is the time to sign up with Wildcat Sports and Entertainment, the #1 professional wrestling school in New Orleans, Louisiana. From tightening the ropes to running the ropes, from promo class to wrestling in the ring, Wildcat Sports offers classes to become professional wrestlers, referees, and even managers. Sign up today by visiting wildcatsports.com or email us at wildcatsports@gmail.com and start living your dream today.
Ground him here, and a good game plan by BJ Whitmer trying to neutralize that strength of Luke Hawx.
But he can counter wrestle with the best of them. Luke Hawx probably one of the most underrated people in the business. I said it last year. He made a lot of fans with that cage match with Gunner, and things have just continued to move along for Luke Hawx, building Wildcat Sports to be one of the most formidable independent wrestling scenes in the South. This in Louisiana. But,
and that's what I was going to say. A lot of people say that, he doesn't get enough accolades for what he's doing, but a lot of times he's not looking for it. He just wants the good fight, and he's building his company. He also talks about, like, people say, well, why didn't he go to WWE, or why didn't he do all this stuff? He likes it better where he's in control of what he's doing, and that Wildcat Sports, he's really taken off. He's just gotten TV in Louisiana. He's doing very good for himself in the acting career. I'm very proud of him. I've known him for almost 15 years. I met him when he weighed like 150 pounds, believe it or not.
Snap suplex there by BJ Whitmer, only a near fall, but Luke Hawx, as you pointed out there, Caprice, he beats to his own drum. He's a guy that plays by his own rules, and if it's not Luke's way, it's no way.
There's no way. And when I met him, guess what his name was? Altar Boy Luke.
Altar Boy Luke. You go back to the XPW days.
There you go, man.
Back in
NWA Wild Side.
A little over 15 years ago, and of course he broke in, trained by former ECW star Vic Grimes. Hooks it outside leg 1-2. So Whitmer here.
I have a history with both of these guys in the ring, mostly feuding with BJ, but I tagged with Luke a couple of times.
And Hawx, the kick to the midsection. And Luke Hawx with that spin kick.
Wow.
we say deceptive athleticism, but
go.
It's not even that deceptive. He's just got the whole package. Everybody focuses on his viciousness, but he's got more than that.
It's the viciousness that he pulls out when he needs to. It's always there. It's almost like when you're fighting somebody that has heart and somebody that just does not care. And that's Luke Hawx, man. He just wants to go in there and fight somebody. He just wants to win.
Spins him around, jacks him down with the reverse neck breaker. Pinfall opportunity for Hawx. Hooks the outside leg, but again, only a near fall. As we still have,
keep just putting him right in the midsection.
we still have 3 big matches left to go, but this is our final singles match before the main event.
Trying to figure out who's the meanest between these two, because both of these guys are like cutthroat. Those chops that he's delivering to Luke Hawx, those are not just chops. He's aiming for the throat. He's aiming for the neck. He's aiming for the cardio. The cardio. What was the
carotid artery?
Thank you very much. I had a brain fart there. They're very deliberate in what he's doing.
And there's a power slam by Luke Hawx, showing off that strength right now.
Oh,
hooks the outside leg, only a near fall.
Well, my answer to you, Caprice, is the meanest one in this match is on the outside. It's Kevin Sullivan.
Yeah, I agree with that. I wonder if he has that golden spike with him.
And that's certainly something where, if you're Luke Hawx, you might have bit off more than you can chew throwing out an open challenge, because you never know who could come out. And he didn't expect BJ Whitmer, let alone the Taskmaster on the outside.
Absolutely. Out of all the guys like that are in the back, man, like, did you see all the guys that were in the back?
Yeah, I thought maybe James Ryan might come out here.
But even how much guts do you have to call out anybody? That speaks a lot of Luke Hawx.
As again, Luke Hawx not afraid of anyone. as in his mind, EC3 backed out of this matchup. And you hear the chant, the Wildcat chants, of course. Luke Hawx company.
Yep.
A lot of his personnel in the house here tonight.
And they do travel well.
Actually, behind us, all in, like they just rode a bus together, just came here.
And Whitmer tries to get out of the corner, but Hawx once again with a running power slam. This could do it. Hooks the outside leg. 1, 2, and 2.5.
Like a father to many of these guys sitting behind us is Luke Hawx.
Including Luke's young son watching on, a potential future star in this business.
Oh, you just know he's going to be there.
As Hawx here
The Southern Stomper doing some Southern stomping.
picking up the offense right now, but again, somewhere in the back of Luke Hawx's mind, he has to be looking on the outside to Kevin Sullivan because you never know what devious plan the Taskmaster is whipping up.
He would absolutely get involved if he could.
And this is the type match where the crowd is not going to cheer for a certain person or anything like that, because both of these guys are known to be rule breakers. They just want to see some violence is what they want to see.
And Luke Hawx here,
From the middle rope.
he's from the outside, goes for a moonsault. It was Luke Hawx and Gunner in that cage. Hawx with that incredible move off the top, that blockbuster, which will go down in the annals of WrestleCade as one of the most death-defying moves we've seen. And Whitmer with a power slam. 1, 2.
Well, in this time that we've seen Luke Hawx out here, we have seen him use power moves, we've seen him use martial arts, and we just seen him use acrobatic moves. Showing himself to be...
Whitmer picks him up,
Exploder suplex right there.
and the Exploder
Very versatile.
will get him a near fall.
Luke Hawx very resilient. I mean, I have to hand it to him. Putting out this open challenge and then wrestling such a game effort against somebody he was not prepared for.
Yeah.
He might yet pull this out.
Whitmer looked like he was going for a fisherman suplex. Hawx is going to be able to get out of it.
But Hawx is almost adjusted to a hybrid mode.
And another power slam by Luke Hawx.
I would almost like to see Luke Hawx and who's in the main event?
Ryback?
Ryback, yeah.
I don't know if I want to see him in the ring or in the gym.
Oh man, both would be amazing.
As Hawx going to high-risk territory, gentlemen, could be shades of last year with the blockbuster.
Yes, except there's no cage. That's the only difference.
He's about 10 feet lower. He goes up, he goes for that blockbuster, and it looks like BJ Whitmer picked up the WrestleCade 4 DVD.
Featuring the three of us.
As BJ Whitmer now tries to stay on the attack right now, as Luke Hawx has to be shaken up a little bit after that missed blockbuster.
Absolutely.
He's got him.
He went
Hawx,
for the Exploder
pinning
again.
combination, 2 and a 2.5. Look at the athleticism here of the Southern Stomper.
What a fantastic counter.
Now BJ wasn't just going for a suplex; he was going to suplex him into the turnbuckle.
As Whitmer has him in the corner, Irish whip, reversed by Hawx. He's going to charge in, sent to the outside, but Whitmer's going to catch him with a forearm. And now it looks like BJ Whitmer trying to knock him off the ring apron.
He's going to do the slow suplex from the inside out.
What a move this would be. And Hawx, heads up move, drops him throat first across that top rope.
Cable.
Look at that. Back up side.
And now Luke Hawx
Wow.
with the blockbuster
That'll do
from the
it.
middle rope. 2, 3,
He got
and
him.
Luke Hawx gets the win.
I've never seen anybody scale the springboard like that. That was pretty cool.
A big win for Luke Hawx, picking up some redemption for last year. And also has to feel pretty good knowing EC3 backs out of the match with an apparent injury. And Hawx is able to shut the door and get the win here over the impromptu opponent, BJ Whitmer.
That's right. I have to say, Blake,